What's up? Astro be rolling. I'm gonna just hop right into it. So, first. Let me do my recap from last week. It was, I'm gonna call it a super slow week. Honestly, I just didn't really show up. I was, I had a few things going on. We had Monday was MLK Day. Tuesday, I was supporting the Buckeyes. I was out. I'm not gonna lie. So I literally had went to bed at like 2, 3, and knowing my trading hours is 5 in the morning. I hit the snooze. So I traded Wednesday and Thursday. That was literally it. And I mean, it was a slow week. I took one loss, one break even. So this is my trade ovate shit. This is last week, 119 through the 25th. These was both of those trades. We getting back into this same fucking zone, bro, and it's okay. It's regular drawdown. I'm trying not to go insane over it, but I don't know. I mean, it was really this last week really killed my shit. I took 4 losses. That's just how that shit go. Last week was last Wednesday. Literally only took one on S&P. The ticker for the futures is ES. So that's what that means. It's just S&P. I took this from the 5 minute. So this is what the entry looked like. I mean, honestly, it's everything I'd be looking for. What my validation looked like. Or no, I take that back. It was from my third momentum block. All that's saying is each block is just, I call these, so saying this is a block, this is my accumulation block, what I call stage one. Stage one, I don't take entries in here. I let this shit validate first. So after price comes out of here, I start trying to get active in what I call these momentum blocks. By the time I had got on, this is how I view the market. I missed this, that's okay. By the time I got on, momentum block 3 was happening, which, like I said, is just my version of supply and demand. It was a really good trade. I got my little burst I'm looking for. I actually moved to break even off of this strength that came in. It tapped me out right away. And for me, what I even say? Oh yeah, for me, but at the time of writing this, like posting this picture, this is literally what happened. 617. I was like, okay, took break even, good trade. My ego would love to see this fail, just meaning actually come down below my stop loss, because I don't know. In my mind, I do know. In my mind, I want to see, like, it's tough. I'm not gonna change my rules. It's sometimes it's tough to see you get wicked out at break even and then they go. That's actually happened to me a couple times this month, but thankfully that ain't happening this one. I actually failed down, so I was like, okay, bet. For my ego, basically, I'm saying this right here saved me from a loss, and I was happy with that. So, right, exactly. That was on S&P. I took my other trade on NASDAQ. This was the loss. So at the time of entry, I took this on the 5 minute. My validation is my 30 minute. So that's just the 2 time frames I'm looking at. This is my 5 minute. At the time of entry, matter of fact, this is where I was going with this. At the time of entry, so my 5 hours, since I take the entry off of the 5 minute, everything moves up. So usually I'm a 1 minute trader. I take my validation off the 5 minute. 30 minutes my can't fucking talk right now. 30 minute is my confirmation time frame. It's EVC. It really don't matter. It's just my higher time frame. But at the time of this entry, I was, because I believe I sold this. This was a sell, so I know this might fuck you up for a sec, but look, so these prices is literally going down. I inverted the chart. It's a sell. It's a sell here. So, but in the grand scheme of things, on the 5 hour, it was in a bullish market. Typically, I'm really not the one to get on both sides, but like I said, I only showed up twice this week. I was like, okay, bet. In my mind, I'm thinking because I sold it somewhere in here, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, bet. This could still play out, like, even if it wanted to be bullish. I was basically saying, reasoning for sell, okay, my assumption is that price wants to touch the 20 MA on the C, which is down here. So this would still be valid for longs. So I'm like, okay, bet. If I could get a setup, it got to be super clean for me to take the sell, expecting this. Because even a move from here to here, I'm easily getting my 1 to 3. So that would have been like here to here. This, because remember, this is inverted. Price is going down. So, it just looked really good. I was like, okay, you know what? This is probably the only entry I'm gonna get. This is the best looking asset when I woke up in the morning, and this is my perfect entry. Like, this is what I'll be looking for. So, I was like, whatever. I'm not mad. I will bite the bullet on this. I'll only take one loss. I'm not gonna be fucking firing away or nothing. So, I mean, that's really it. That's how my week went last week. I kind of been thinking about this a little bit last week. Instead of doing a recap every day or every week, I'm low-key thinking every day. Because I got some shit that I can explain just on my daily shit. So like I said, I've been hitting these markups. I don't know how far we're going to go. I'm probably just going to keep doing this, you know what, like week after week. So today, I'm going to just go through my trades today as well. I took 2 trades, both on gold today. Because mind you, I was looking, like I've been following NASDAQ for longs. I mean, it's just been bullish. It's just been super bullish in my opinion. So, like, I mean, that's all I'm kind of looking for. And that, so, I was really ready to just keep following this up. This was accumulation. This was MMB1, probably MMB2. This was MMB3 that never validated. Looking for longs within here is fine. But this was Friday. So even here, even looking at this on Sunday during my markup yesterday, because it's Monday, even looking through my markup, like price is holding. It's holding on the 20 MA. I'm ready to look back for longs. I woke up, bitch tank. But I will say the beautiful thing about trading, this is why I don't fuck with investing. I'm a trader. No matter what happened with this, like regardless of my anticipation of this to continue up for more longs, I'm unaffected by this. I didn't lose any money. I didn't take no trades on this, no nothing. I was fine. I was literally fine. When I woke up, saw this. Matter of fact, the only way you're affected by this as a trader is if you was in long positions and you held over the weekend for whatever reason. I mean, granted, I know people will trade at a higher time frame, so I mean, I get it. But if you woke up, you saw this little gap, and it kept on, buddy, you're cooked. You're fucked. You're fucked. Me, no, I don't trade over the weekend. I don't hold positions, not yet. I don't have a reason to, really for shit like this. Like, because granted, even, I don't know how much y'all follow the news. I really don't, but I did happen to see that a big reasoning for this, I just kind of saw a little all over the place, was that it was the Chinese AI shit, DeepSeek. It's the new Chinese ChatGPT. So I heard a lot of people lost their shares and a bunch of different shit. Like I said, I'm not an investor. I'm just a trader. So I was unaffected by all of this. Matter of fact, when I woke up, this is all I saw. NAS, I said, this fell the fuck off. I'm not a fan of trying to catch sales here because of the strengths came in. Now, granted, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, see kind of what's going on. If they're kind of holding they move and I see some shit to the downside, like, let me just flip my chart. I'm starting to see setups like this because, I mean, granted, this is kind of clear. In my opinion, this is the accumulation MB. This is still making its first momentum MB. Now, this move kind of came strong down. Like, that's a big move down, but at the same time, it caught itself on a 20 MA. I'm not gonna trade it today, so it'd have to show me some reason to. But if this could play around, hold its move, which is what I said. If they want to hold their move down, I'll be fine to trade it. But at the moment, yeah, I'm just sidelined. RTY, it ain't look quite as bad. I haven't seen it since. These are all my notes from this morning. So by that point, what I say? Yeah, by this time, which is like about 5 this morning, 6. Yeah, like right in here. I was like, okay, bet if it could get back above here, because it didn't fall off like NASDAQ did. By any means. This is dramatic. This one is not that bad. It's not nearly as bad. So, but regardless, that don't matter. I only traded gold today, really just because, I mean, honestly, it looked good. In my opinion, it looked good. It looked good over the weekend, even in my markups from yesterday. Well, it did. My time of entry, I was up here. And granted, check me. Hold up, bro. I've been telling y'all. This is why I do the break-even shit. I took 2 break-evens today. Granted, 2 of them. I took one off the 1 minute, And the second one was off the 5 minutes. So I'm gonna show you what I was looking at. I need to finish these notes, but these are kind of irrelevant. They don't matter. They matter more for me than for you. So, yeah, same shit. I was looking for, let me go to my validation real quick. This is my V. So, same shit. Mind you, I trade the same way. I have one setup. I only have one setup. I could take it on different time frames. I could take 1 minute entry, 5 minute entry, 30-minute entry if I'm feeling crazy. If I'm taking entries from the 1 minute, my 5 minute has got to be my validation time frame because that's about times. Okay. My 1 minute is my entry time frame, but I kind of pair that with the 30-second, and which gives me my same 5 minute validation zone. So whether or not I'm taking entries from the 30-second or the 1 minute, I'm gonna use the 5 minutes to kind of validate those. But the same thing. So if I'm on the 5 minute taking entries, I use the 30 minutes to validate those, and then the 5 hour to kind of confirm all of that, or let that be my context. So in here, this is my little accumulation. Broke up out of there, came back to the 20 MA here, caught itself, and validated. Validated meaning taking out this high. After that, okay, bet. My first momentum block has been validated, so I can mark that down. This is another validation. It came back to the 5. It ain't quite hit the 10, but I mean, it's right there. Call it that. It caught itself on the rising 5 and 10. So after it's validated, boom, momentum block number 2. I could have looked for entries in either one of these. Now, granted, this is last night. This was still last night. MMB3, same shit. I'm waiting for it to catch itself on the rising 5, 10, or 20, and it did. It caught itself and validated. So when I'm taking entries off of here, like I'm in this zone, really looking for. That's when I drop to my time frames. I'll drop to my 30 minute. I'll drop to my 5 minute. I'm looking for reasons to get long. Reason being my supply and demand zones, and I'll show you from these entries. So, and I'll do this all the way up. 4 is about as high as I could go, because in my mind I think, okay, bet, even if this, I don't think it ever validated. Both of these trades I took today ended up being break evens, and we saw the chart end up fucking off. So actually, MMB4 never got validated. But when I'm taking these entries, it's on anticipation of it being validated. And I mean, at this point, I'm thinking, okay, it looked green. It looked good enough to take an entry on. The 30 minute, like I said, now this is my validation. So kind of the same shit. I'm looking for it to create this valley. It kind of fell down. It created new accumulation, which got validated from this block, price coming out of there. And all I'm really waiting for to be able to call this a momentum block is some sideways action, basically just meaning, so this wick made a high, not like it swept some shit over here, but it made a high being like a local high, saying the next candle did not get higher than it. On top of that, it came down, touched the 5 MA. That's valid for me. That's super valid. So I was happy to drop again to my 5 minute. It's my 5 minute, still on gold, still same chart. So at this point, now I'm just looking for reason to get long, and I do that. I try to take the same looking entry every single time. Hopefully, I really just started this page, but hopefully we're gonna get to the point, like, even when I'm a year in this bitch, 2 years, 3 years, it's basically gonna be all stemming around the same shit. So this is what I call just a double block. In this case, a double demand block, because it's going up. So price validates this candle, and I'm waiting for the same type of sideways. You feel me? This candle did not make a high. This candle didn't make a high. Like that, I'm setting a buy stop right there, and I'm just looking for a good spot to put under put my stop loss under this block. Because in my mind, if price wants to go, it shouldn't take out this block, and if it does, that's how I get my losses. But that's okay. That's besides the point. So here on my management, I think I had already moved to break even by this point. I'm just looking for strength to come in, because like I said, in my mind, if I'm correct, price shouldn't, not only should price not come down below this, price shouldn't come back down. Now, sometimes it does, and that's where I'm like, okay, like some of these break evens, like I said at the beginning of the video, some of them will literally stop me out and take off. And I mean, I just gotta live with those, but I'm trying to be more and more patient so that I could leave myself in for the move. At the same time, a move like this that doesn't want to work out, like it didn't. Like I said, you saw it. I had already moved to break even. Mind you, hold up. I will literally show you this shit. These are both my entries today. I'm entering. This is the same chart. It's literally the same chart. Look at the 5 minute. Trado, the biggest difference is this Trado bait. This is where I activate my trades. I don't trade from trading view, but Trado bait. When price is right here. Sorry, that arrow is kind of in the way. When Price is right here. That's where I put my box stop in. And at that time of strength, which I'm looking at from here, that same strength that I'm looking at from right here, I'm like, okay, bet. I moved my stop loss, which was right here. I moved it up. Literally moved it up. It ended up stopping me out. And I did the same thing on the 1 minute. So let me show you the other entry. It just saves me from money. It just saves me some money every single time. So this is the same. This was the first entry I had taken. It was on the 1 minute instead. I'm looking for the same shit though. So check me. Granted, okay, I need to put this C in. It was my 30 minute. But you're basically gonna see the same shit. Price that came out of this accumulation block validated itself. Right here, these trades, I've taken some losses on here just because I feel like I'm just kind of early. Price still want to chop around. Granted, this was 4 in the morning. I wasn't up. I wasn't trading that at the time. But by the time of me waking up, here we go. This is what my validation looked like anyway. At the time for this, what was I even saying? I said Price got out of stage 1 accumulation into clear stage 2. Stage 2 just meaning this momentum coming out. So this is stage 1. This is what I call everything in the accumulation block. I'm not trading. I'm letting it kind of validate itself for me first. So I want to wait for the MMB to create on V. And it did. By the time I dropped the V, we already had 1 at this time. Now 2, it hadn't created yet. And like I kind of consider all of this 1. It's all in the same range. But by the time it wants to create right here, bet, boom, it does. I said, looks like MMB 1 happened around this validation. Let's see if I can get a cleaner MMB 2. And I mean, honestly, I had not got my entry yet. I was marking up my other pairs, all of this. So, which I could get better at. I honestly be missing some trades sometimes. But when I said, yeah, okay, we could get it cleaner. I said, looks like there was a good action. By the time I came back, because granted, hold up, what time was this? This is at 5:43. Like, this shit happens fast. This was only 10 minutes, so I don't take too long to do my markups and shit. But yeah, even 10 minutes late to the party, like, yeah, I'm like, damn, okay, what I said. I said, looks like there was good action within this MV2. I'm gonna drop to E to see if there was opportunity. Granted, I didn't trade none of this, but this is my same entry. You feel me? Block 1, block 2. It ended up would have broke even because this came back down. This is still what I call MMB2 until this sets a what I call a distribution block. Same shit as accumulation, but to the downside. So that is kind of like my invalidation point where I step back. I let these counts reset when I'm counting to 1 through 4. I let them reset, but until this like crashes below that, it's still valid. It's still valid, and I would still call it number 2. So I said, possibly creating a new opportunity on MMB2. I'm gonna stay on E so that I can see it, and it did. This was the first one. This is the first one I just showed, and this is the one that I traded. So at the time of entry, 6:15. At the time of entry, I was like happy to take this entry, just meaning like I have my box stop set. And I think that's all I wrote on dealing with gold. In terms of everything else, oil. This was kind of like what I was saying with NASDAQ for my trade, one of my losses I took the other day. Like, I got to stop. I got to let all of my time frames be in confluence. So, granted, yeah, this is what I want to see from the 30-minute. Now, what kept me away from this was the fact that it's been in a downtrend. I don't like counter-trend trading. I really don't. I've taken enough losses doing so. So, even just seeing this, what I said seeing bullish action and a long-term bearish trend, probably a market to stay away from. I don't like the fact that C, which is my 30-minute, and higher time frame C, which would have been on the 5-hour. I didn't mark it down, but I mean, you could tell. You could just tell what's going on. This is bearish. I don't like that they're telling me 2 different things. So for me, that's an easy sideline. What I said about RTY or Russell, kind of same shit. Just there was no opportunity for me this morning, and that's kind of what I said. Said I might see something set up this morning. I had my alert. Like right here, just to see if we could break a high and maybe get some. I never did. Never went off before 8 o'clock, so I stayed away. Even silver, like this alone, I didn't even know where to draw my shit. Like this chop right here, bro, it's been stuck in this range since. Can't even see it. Hold up. The 16th. The 16th. I don't know what day it is today. It's the 27th. It's been in the same ass range for 2 weeks or about 10 days. So. Nothing for me to do. Easy sideline. I want to say that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna get more inclined. Granted, I've been on vacation for 2 weeks, so I haven't been in my little dungeon, no rave music, no nothing. It's kind of been showing up, not for real. Like I could focus regardless, but like I don't know. I haven't had a nice little win in a minute. It's been since the 8th. Granted, some of these, I know this trade right here this could have been a win. I'm not gonna say should have, but it could have been a win. I'll be taking some extra notes on here. One of the things I mentioned though was, and what I was trying to get away from, especially like me being in drawdown at the moment, I have very limited drawdown with Apex. I didn't get that sideways action that I thought I did, not until this candle, which actually is the reason I lost. Like this candle ended up taking me out, and the whole trade ended up working out. I think I put it on here. Yeah, so literally by a tick. And I mean, as frustrating as it is, it's just like, okay, bro, but you technically didn't follow your rules. Like, my rule is to let this shit go sideways, just meaning I just need one local high. So this tick made a high, the next candle did not make a high. So that's green. That's literally green for me to trade. That could be the difference between, it could be a 4R swing. I lost an R because I lost the trade, and me taking the win would have been 3. So that's a 4R swing. I had, not to say, like, bro, drawdown is normal. Drawdown is so normal. But on the other side, it's just like, okay, 2 of these could have been avoided. I took back-to-back losses on NASDAQ. This might be it. Literally, this shit right here needs to be avoided, like, at all costs. So kind of same shit I had going on. I took the entry off of this candle alone, what I call an FFMB, or a fractal. It's just a fractal of a fractal, just being this candle alone. Technically, like, in hindsight, you could see them. You could see, like, if this would have worked out, I would have just called this a fractal of a fractal MB, or demand block. But it ended up wicking me in and taking me out. Now, I took another trade. I don't need to be doing this. Like, it's like I'm basically doubling down. That one loss ended up costing me $1,000 because it's literally the same trade. I could have just waited for this one. And I don't know, in my mind, I thought, I was just thinking, but I thought this was a valid momentum block, which, I mean, it could have been, but it just ain't work. Literally just not work. And I ended up taking another loss off of this shit, literally wigged me in and took me out. So that's $1,000 swing in a matter of, was it 652? In a matter of 20 minutes. Like, for nothing, just for it to not even work. I don't even think it worked out. NQ on Friday, yeah, this wasn't good. I took this is just super choppy. Should have stayed away. I don't need to be trading in things like this. I'd rather trade in blocks that look more like this. You feel me? They're more decisive, holding their water. This one done literally made a distribution MB. I'm not sure if you could tell, like, but basically just saying, okay, it caught itself on the 10, which is the orange MA, swept that. Now it wants to go. Now it came back. Like, it's just like, bro, this shit choppy as hell. And for me to think that this right here is gonna be the one that takes off, bro, I'm out of my fucking mind. This is like one of the markets, like, okay, bet, trade me if you want to lose money, and I did, and I lost money. And then the next one ended up being that, So like, just it's minuscule shit like that. And I would say, like, I'm glad that these are my problems as opposed to where I was back in, I don't know, September, October. Granted, I was funded. I was literally funded on my 50K in September. But I wasn't taking good trades, honestly. Like, I was taking good trades, but I was taking a lot of bad trades. Like, they was worse than this. And like, I was taking trades under the MAs, under all type of shit. And I just realized, like, over time, like, that's not gonna get me where I needed to be. But yeah, I mean, shit, that's it though. That's really all I got. I appreciate you for tapping in if you did. Just keep going, Ash, keep going.